أحسنوا الحسنى وزيادة ولا يرهق وجوههم قتر ولا ذلة.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, we welcome you in this series of errors and correction from Al-Huda TV. The ultimate goal of this series is to clear some errors Muslims fall into. And in this episode, we will continue clearing some errors and talking about errors and the correction of this error. One of the errors also Muslims can fall into is actually when the man or the husband is actually away, or he was traveling for a long time or away from his home. The sunnah, or actually the correct thing for the person, not really to come and knock the door at night. You should not knock the door, your wife home at night. In other words, don't take them by surprise. Don't take your wife by surprise, because she may not in a good condition, and you may when you see her in this, when you came late at night and knock the door, she may not ready for you. She did not take care of her because she is not aware that you're coming. So the sunnah, or the correct thing, actually that you knock the door at daytime, and also let them aware that you're coming, because she, especially when you are away from her for a long time, then she can take care of herself, to her appearance, her smell, and she can comb her hair. Don't take your wife by surprise. Islam actually encourages us to be good to our wives, even in this way. Even when we are away for travel, if you are away from the home for a long time, when we come back home, we should come at daytime instead of at night time. Also, when you gave the dowry to your wife, you gave her to her father, and then when your wife come to your house, you are not allowed whatsoever to take the dowry back from her. I mean, this mahar, the dowry, is solely, completely her own. A husband is not allowed to take one penny from his wife, especially from the mahar he gave to her. This is one of also the major error some husbands fall into. So this mahar is completely for the wife. You are not supposed to take one penny unless she approves it. If she gives you from her own to help you, that's no problem. Then it is lawful, and you can take it, but not forcing her, because not only the mahar. In Islam, the husband is the one who is responsible for housing, food, clothing, medicine. In Islam, you the husband you the one should take care of the woman, not the woman take care of you. But if she wants to cooperate with you, if she wants to help you, that's no problem. That's okay. But to force her to help you, even if she is richer than you. Let's say you are a poor husband and she is millionaire. She is got a lot of millions of dollars. Now, is it allowed in Islam to force your wife to give you money? Neither to force her to work. I mean, a husband, if you are not able to take care of this woman from the beginning, then you should not marry her. Because in Islam, the husband, the groom, is the one actually responsible for all expenses, all money. He should actually furnish her with accommodation, food, clothes, medicine, take care of her. She shouldn't pay one penny unless she wants. So what about the dowry? Also, you should not take one penny from her dowry. This is absolutely for her. And one of the actually major error, some Muslim husband, they say, when he got upset, anytime he got upset with his wife, or have a quarrel, or have, didn't like her, or had any problem with her, and he wanted to divorce her, and instead he actually follow the correct way of divorce. No, he told her, he used al-dhihar. Dhihar, what mean dhihar? Dhihar is coming from the word from back. He said, you are for me like the back of my mother, الظهار. He will say to his wife, أنت علي كظهر أمي, which means you actually like my mother. And this is absolutely very major sin. So this is absolutely not allowed in Islam. And there is a very major penalty for this, you know. So the husband, if you want to divorce your wife, as I mentioned in episode which we did, you know, in other series, that the husband should actually divorce his wife first time only, then second time, but provided she is clean. But never ever say dhihar. Never use this word dhihar. You are like my mother back. You are to me like my mother back. This is absolutely haram. You not should do that. Also, you should not divorce your wife when you have sexual intercourse with her. As we mentioned in other episode, that if you want to divorce your wife, you should divorce her when she finishes her period and she is clean. Also, my brothers and sisters, you know, one of the major actually error happening nowadays among Muslims is mixing men and women. I mean, you know that if you mix oil with fire, what is the result? You will have fire. So Islam does not allow mixing men and women together in one place. In other words, you know, I don't mean mixing women in the market, in the hospital, in the street, or actually when they are performing Umrah or performing Hajj. No, this is you cannot avoid. But I'm saying, you know, mixing women in work. I mean, in Islam, the women should not sit with a man alone. A woman should not sit with a man alone in a place which is locked, you know, locked completely. But if there are many women and many in the employment, but not for a long time, you know, having women for 8 hours or 7 hours in sitting on the offices on their desk next to the man all day, talking, laughing, you know, joking, this is mixing. This is mixing. But you know, when they walk in the street, they walk in the market, in the hospital, when performing Umrah, in Hajj, in the airplane, in the buses, this is not considered mixing, because this is necessity. This is necessity. Now, also some sisters, they keep fasting. You know, in Ramadan, even she has the period, and she keep fasting. This is not, of course, your fasting is not valid. Any woman has the period, she must discontinue fasting until she become clean. Sometime when, you know, a problem took place between the husband and his wife, they try, you know, to let the children pay for that. You know, then they either the father take the children away from the mother, or the mother take the children from the father. And this is, of course, very major error. Many husband and wives fall into. So the correct way, you know, you should not let your children pay for that. They are innocent. Why? Because you have a quarrel or have a problem with your wife, or you the wife, problem with your husband. Why you should let your children pay for that? I mean, you should not really let your children away from their father, or you as a father let your children away or take them away from their mother. In other words, why should you let them pay for that? I mean, they are innocent. They did not cause this problem. You're the one who caused the problem, not them. Now we come to another error in some Muslim country. Well, you know, a circumcision is actually sunnah for men and women. But, you know, in some country, they exaggerate. They went too far when they are doing circumcision to women. And this is not supposed to. This is absolutely very, very major error taking place in some country. You should not exaggerate when you want to make circumcision to women. You should only take a very, very little bit piece, you know, the little bit, you know, like, you know, very little, small piece, not the whole thing. And unfortunately, in some country, they really hurt the woman by taking very long part, or actually, they make it too much. This is absolutely hurting the woman, especially in the long run after she get married. Also, some women, may Allah guide them to best, she travels from country to country without her mahram, without a husband with her, without a father with her, without a son with her, or a grandfather or uncle. The woman not supposed actually to travel. Rasulullah ﷺ said, any woman believe in Allah and His Messenger and His books, she should not travel for one period of day and night unless she has mahram. But so be careful, my sisters, you're not supposed to travel even 2 hours flight. I mean, because you don't know whether this airplane gonna reach that destination or not. There is no guarantee. There is no something for sure this airplane will arrive to destination, because they may have problem in the weather. Maybe that airport you're going to is going to be closed, and then the airplane will divert to other airport, and you may stay there in this airport, the alternate airport. You may stay there, for 1 day, 2 days alone. And that's why Islam, and that he said a woman should not travel unless she has mahram. Also shaking hand, this is, I'm addressing this to the men. Islam does not allow a man to shake hand with a stranger woman. Any woman that you can marry, you should not shake hand with her. Don't tell me, don't say, well, it's nothing with it. No, it does. Touching, I mean, your finger and your hand, palm, tree, when you touch the other woman, this may, actually intimidate you, and so that the Islam doesn't want any, chance for the devil, for the shaitan, to be between men and women. So it is not allowed for the men to shake hand with stranger women who any woman you can marry. You're not supposed to shake hand with her. You can shake hand with your wife, your mother, your grandmother, your sister. That's it, but not a woman that you can marry. Neither to stay alone with her. I mean, in Islam, you're not supposed to stay with a woman that you can marry alone. You alone, I said, except in the clinic. If a doctor, and most of the righteous doctor and the good Muslim doctor, what they do, they keep the door open. Then he will avoid being alone with the woman. And even if he close the door, if he is honest doctor, then even if he should, keep the door open. This is actually what Islam, taught us. Brothers and sisters, we come to conclude this episode. We're looking forward to see you again, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.